Hey guys, Amy here.
And I'm Eric, and we are the McKOWNs.
And here we are, 4.5 weeks out from
Olympia Amateur. This will be my first appearance on the Olympia Amateur stage.
And my first appearance on the Mr. Olympia stage. So, pretty exciting times ahead for us.
Yeah, pretty exciting being a bodybuilding power couple. We call ourselves a power couple because we definitely help feed each other often, to be able to get through those low points through prep, and when we're both in prep together, and it's definitely easier than one of us not. As earlier in her AIM season here, I was not in prep, and very difficult when I can sit down and enjoy some liberties with the diet where she was unable to. So yeah, being in it together has definitely helped us get through this phase of it.
Yeah, he's much better at it though. So if I'm in prep, it's hard for me when he's not in prep, but he is much better at dealing with it if he were to be in prep and I wasn't, and I was able to take more liberties. But 7 years into this now, and it's not nearly as hard as it used to be. So,
true. Yeah, I'm 6 years into it. We got started. I was actually deployed as an advisor for the military when AIM started her journey down this path.
Yeah.
And I got back from a deployment about 5-6 days before she was going to do her first show. So yeah, that was an exciting time, her first prep, and I was gone for a majority of it. Made it a little challenging coming back to it, but it was good. Sat there with her coach at the time, watching everybody on stage, especially the men's classic physique, and I said it out loud, so I had to hold through to it, but I said, man, I could get up on stage right now and compete with those guys. And our coach at the time was, he's like, well, why don't you do it? And since I said it out loud, I had to hold true to my words. And then I started my journey down this path, and started in physique. And some of the media judge feedback was I was just too big and blocky for physique. So I transitioned into classic.
And here we are. So the gym is basically how we met. Our first date was at the gym, working out. So I was definitely not as regimented as I am now. But yeah, that's how it started. And here we are, almost, coming up on
about 11 years together, and 9 years
married.
Be married 9 years.
Man.
Yeah, I know. Long time. It's been a fun journey though. We share a lot of the same passions too. So Aim's big into the horseback riding, and I've always enjoyed being around horses. Definitely not as skilled in riding as she is, but I still enjoy getting out and riding with her, and that's how we also help pass some of our time together, especially here in North Carolina, where it's golf and horse country.
Beautiful, and definitely helps on Sundays to do things like this, because we're both at this point 4.5 weeks out. We're hungry, and we don't have the gym to do on Sundays, so it's nice to get out and be out in the wilderness and just getting good vitamin D and hanging out with friends.
Yep.
So
definitely.
Yeah.
It's nice being outside. We're both very before bodybuilding, through the bodybuilding era, we're both very active people. Kayak, paddleboard, just out being outside, hiking. So here, in North Carolina, we got some beautiful country to be out in, and so no point sitting inside cooped up when the weather's beautiful, especially when you don't have the North Carolina humidity tearing us up.
Yeah. So.
Are y'all on both the same meal prep? You use the same diet, same food?
No, we are not. Thankfully, we have a coach that is very in tune with what we need and what works for us. So we do eat, you know, a lot of the same proteins. So, you know, it's easy to prep all of that at one time for all of us. But our diets are still very different. So he has a lot more food than I do. It's very depressing because I can eat a lot of food. So, but it is what it is, and we're just pushing through right now. And
I have a really high metabolism for my age. So
go ahead, brag.
It's a fortune. It's a blessing to be able to have that. So, yeah, that helps when I get a little extra food, but it's still not enough that I want.
So are y'all on the exact same schedule? So this is your rest day too, Eric?
Yes. Yep. So we align, and our coach is awesome. So we align pretty much all the same days. Obviously, what she's focusing on as she's lifting is different than mine. So there may be some nuances where we're able to hit the same body part together, but generally we put our headphones on and get in and just crush it. But at least our schedules are able to synchronize. So, you know, we'll do the wave, the high five in the gym, but we both pretty much are at that point where it's just focus, get it in, get it done, and then get home to get another meal in our bellies.
4 weeks out. Today is September 30th as we're taping. Dr. Trey Hodge, what has he said as far as dialing in? Because we're on the final phase coming into this thing.
I mean, we're not really doing much different around.
Compared to the Atlanta Pro, are you doing anything different?
No, I wouldn't say it's any different. It doesn't feel any different. There's nothing glaringly sticking out at me that's different. So, but at this point, it's just blinders on, nose down, and work. Train as hard as we can until we can't, and rest when we can, and enjoy the process. So, but we're pretty even keeled right now, so we should just coast in.
And
hopefully.
Trey took me on. I asked if he would be willing to take me on for the Olympia Amateur, and he did. And so, first time working with him, and he's stoked at where I'm at currently with dialing things in, and I'm excited to see what the next few weeks are gonna. Hopefully get a little more freaky and see some just insane conditioning come out from it.
Yeah, he's nice. Pretty excited too, I think, about where I'm sitting. He definitely thinks we'll come in a little more conditioned than Atlanta, and even though I didn't really have an off season between Atlanta and then getting back into full-on gear for the Olympia, it wasn't that long of a break, but I did get a little bit of a break, and I utilized that time to the best of my advantage, and I really just went in and lifted hard and heavy, and if I got a little bit of size, that's great. So he seems to think we did, but I'm excited to see where we'll be at in 4.5 weeks, because it will be something. It'll be a different package. I truly believe that.
Yeah.
So.
Can you tell me a little bit about your routine, suit color, any hints?
Yeah. So I actually got my suit recently, and it's absolutely beautiful. It's kind of like a peacocky type pattern. Purples and blues and teals, all of my favorite colors. And then as far as my routine goes, I'm pretty excited for it. I am doing the cover of Sia's song Unstoppable.
Nice.
And it's more of a rock version of it, so okay. I'm really excited to do that. I am just perfecting it at this point and posing and, repeat. So it's nice and smooth come show day.
Eric, what's your suit color?
I still got the standard black MPC Classic. we'll see what this brings. I mean, I'd feel very blessed if I was able to walk away with a pro card from this one, but I'll just be happy to bring a better version of myself than I did last year, and we'll see how the cards fall on this one. But yeah, so still playing catch up. Want to get to that pro status like AIM here, but I'm super excited just to be able to step on the stage and bring a better version of what I've ever brought to stage. So this will be an exciting time.
Now, you will go on stage Wednesday the 1st.
Correct.
What do you think it's going to be like for you, Amy, watching him on stage?
It's going to be great. I'm always so excited to watch him get on stage, and I think this year he's going to do better than he thinks he's going to do. I think he looks great, and I was talking with Trey yesterday about how awesome he's doing, and Trey's really proud of where he's at. So it'll be exciting to see him get on stage, and then it'll be 2 days out for me, so I'll be getting a little more food at that point, so I will be probably a little more alive. And we'll be in Florida, and we have 15 to 20 people coming to
great.
support. Which is amazing. So my family will be there, and then a large group of our friends are also going to be coming down. So we got a big old house that we're going to stay in. And
I have been asked by some friends on how I'm going to enjoy some post-show treats, and I'm like, will definitely not be happening in front of AIM 2 days before she gets on stage. So, we'll see how that goes. But we'll be looking forward to that post-show meal on Friday. Be able to really kind of delve in and enjoy a good meal
it'll
after
be a good
that.
meal.
Yeah,
And then
with friends, like she said, you're going to be there, and so it'll be a good time.
Thanks for talking to me, guys.
Yeah.
The
Absolutely.
McKOWNs.
Yes.
Thank you.
Episode 2, Road to the O. Amy McKOWN's first Olympia and Eric's first Olympia. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.